Hi, thanks for joining me today. I want to share with you a couple of my favorite distressing tools and tips. In this card I showed last week, I discussed kind of how I sponged this flower. And let's start by replicating that. I've selected two colors. You're going to start with the lightest color, ink up your stamp like you normally would. I'm going to flip it up here. Take a dauber. Dauber has a little bit of foam on the end. The inside is hollow. Put your little finger like a little finger puppet. You're going to go grab some your complementary color. Just very quickly, unperfect, unprecise. I'm just sponging around the edges of the stamp. And I'm going to put on the inside here for this example. Now you need to huff your stamp. And by huff, I mean pretend that you wanted to put a little bit of moisture on your glasses to clean them. It's that bit of moisture that comes out, that so I'm going to huff. You'll see that your ink will kind of get glistening again. That's when you're rejuvenating it. That's how you're doing it right. So huff it good. Stamp. Oh, where did it go? So there it's variated. The middle, it still has the pink. The edges in the circle, the edges in the center circle are brown. We'll do it one more time. Here's a flower from Pocket Silhouettes. Again, I'm going to stamp it in the pink. I'm going to take my dauber and my chocolate chip. Very quickly, unperfect. I'm going to sponge the stems. Gonna huff to rejuvenate the ink. Gonna stamp. Oh, it's gotten away from me. There we go. Another thing that I've been doing recently are distressing the edges. The first way, with no tools, just take your fingernail and just kind of start beating up the edge of your cardstock. Okay. The next way you could do this is to take your bone folder, little end, big end, it doesn't matter, and again just kind of go up and down the edges. Okay, so there's that distressed edge. The other option is to take your cutter kit. On this gray portion in the inside interior, there's a sharp little blade in there, and you can flip it back and forth, up and down, and it will fray or distress the edge. You can do it as much or as little as you want. This little, okay. You can sponge the edges. Here I'm taking a sponge. I like to flick. I hold it, I kind of pinch it. I'm just kind of flicking my wrist, flick, flick, flick. You can do the same trick with your dauber. You have a little more control over the dauber, so gives you an option, two different looks, two different tools. You can certainly also then sponge the already distressed edge just for an added layer of depth. Sponges, they come in little circles. Oh, there's my little circle. I like to cut them in fourths. I pinch them there. I use both sides. I kind of dedicate one more to like dark colors and kind of light colors there. This one has pink on it. Before I use it, I just kind of make sure that it's clean because the sponges stain very easily. So they can look dirty, but they're not. You can store them in a Ziploc bag. Here's an old stamp case that I'm no longer using. You can put them on an Altoids tin. Let me know if you have any more questions, but that's how I quickly and easily distress my projects. Thanks for stopping by.